Hello, welcome. Let us discuss and understand about monitoring and observability. As a part of your test environment setup, you might also have to set up monitoring and observability stack. First thing is why it is needed. Imagine some user complains that yesterday evening system was slow, and let us say you don't have any monitoring and observability setup. Then how do you check what was the problem, what was the state of the system when the user has complained, right? Suppose let us say your manager asks you to troubleshoot or find the issue, then you don't have any reference point, you don't have any data, right? Why the system was slow or when it was slow, right? You don't have anything to check. In order to identify the issue, we need a monitoring and observability stack. In a production environment as well, this will be there to check when the production environment becomes slow or if there is any issue, what is the issue. This monitoring and observability stack will help to identify the issues. What was the issue? And this helps to identify when the issue has occurred and why it has occurred. Right? Now let us understand a little more about this monitoring and observability. Mostly the monitoring and observability will also be a part of your test environment so that you can observe what is happening when your performance test is running. It will also be a part of production environment because when the users are using the production environment, we want to observe how the system is behaving. Is there any problem, right? For that purpose, we will use monitoring and observability. This monitoring and observability are closely related, but they are slightly different. Here, monitoring detects the symptoms such as high CPU or a slow response or a high memory usage, etc. Right? Basically, monitoring is about metrics, but here observability provides you with the root cause, such as whether problem is in database or with the payment gateway or code issue or API issue, right? All those things. Here, observability includes, along with metrics, logs and traces. So you can think monitoring as a subset of observability. Observability includes logs, traces and metrics, but monitoring includes only metrics. Here monitoring tells, is my system working? Whereas observability tells what my system is doing. And monitoring tells you when something went wrong. Observability tells you what went wrong. Monitoring is proactive in nature. And monitoring focuses on metrics such as CPU, memory, etc. Observability is reactive in nature. It focuses on, observability focuses on matrices plus logs plus traces. Observability has a more wider scope compared to monitoring. To achieve this monitoring and observability, there are various tools in the market such as Grafana, Prometheus, Dynatrace, AppDynamics, Splunk, Datadog, etc. Right? There are many more tools available in the market. For our illustration purpose, we will try to use Grafana and Prometheus for our monitoring and observability stack. So this is about the basic understanding of monitoring and observability before we move on to set up the monitoring and observability in our testing environment. Thank you for watching.